You know what I mean by that. You know what I say about that. I ain't got to go further.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian Whyte, Jeffery, Benz, Frank Warren, and Tyson Fury. Get this. Dillian Whyte's lawyer not convinced that the Tyson Fury fight will go ahead amid bitter row. Fury and Whyte are due to clash at Wembley on April 23rd, but their teams are engulfed in a row over everything from tickets to private jet. Dillian Whyte's lawyer is not convinced his lawyer's clash with Tyson Fury will go ahead. Fury and Whyte are due to be in battle April 23rd for the mandatory defense of Fury's heavyweight world title, but the build-up to the clash has been soared by a bitter row between the two teams, with Whyte refusing to appear at press conferences to officially launch the fight. Of course, as I've already seen, you guys that have seen it on my members only, Frank Warren, Jeffery, Benz, these guys were in a heated debate on Talk Sports. You got to check it out on members only. It was something to see. I have the whole interview over there, and the reactions are incredible. But it had a lot of things to be sorted out from that particular interaction, from those two, that altercation from those two, because, I mean, those guys were going back and forth. And really, to be pragmatic, I think they're a little both at fault, but, more so Whyte's team than Frank's team, but this news here, if the fight's not going to go ahead, we need to know the fight's not going to go ahead. You know what I mean? Because that heated argument didn't really specify that the fight won't happen, but there are things that could cause this fight to go south, okay? And that's the problem with that. And then I think that really the true problem with this is when you have a fight to this magnitude, it has to be done right. It has to be done with people on both sides that have integrity to make sure there's no loose ends. And this fight has a lot of loose ends. This fight has a lot of unpleasant demands that are not fulfilled, okay? And really on Dillian Whyte's behalf, it's a lot on his side of just retaliation because of what's not going on. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy, because what Dillian Whyte wanted, he's not getting. Since he's not getting it, therefore, he is going to not show up at press conferences, not promote the fight, not do the things that a fighter would do that's fighting a top heavyweight or a top fighter in boxing today. So it's bad. It's like, hey, I'm boycotting the promotional side of this fight because I'm not getting what we all agreed upon to a certain level. Now, when I mean to a certain level, that particular interview shows you, about what's going on. Okay, it doesn't show it all because, I don't know why it doesn't show it all, because it's not told all. You got to tell the show. It's show and tell. And I think in this situation between Jeffery, Benz, and Frank Warren, that's the reason why it's not 100% set that this is going to go, because if they keep going back and forth like that, somebody might want to pull out, but then the contract's been signed, so it's like, how the hell are you going to do that? You know what I mean? So it's crazy, and it's a lot of other things that they're still dealing with the arbitration. Okay, so that's a totally different thing. So let's say they win the arbitration, and then what happens if they win? Well, I don't know. So the fight could fall apart. That's what I'm hearing. It could. Not saying it has, but it could, based on the relationship between Jeffery, Benz, Dillian Whyte, Frank Warren, Tyson Fury. These guys don't like each other. They don't respect each other, and they're not even really trying to work together. This is just as bad as Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel, for Christ's sake. That's what it is. They have that type of energy. Okay, and it's clashing. Their personalities clashing. Everything's clashing. And it's downright crazy right now. But anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that according to Dillian Whyte's lawyer, this fight may not go ahead. And if it does, it's going to be very awkward and very, very bitter. But if it does happen, and it is bitter, and there is a lot of animosity, that may make this fight that much better. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte's lawyer not convinced that this fight's going to go ahead. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.